Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn by Tad Williams is a great example of classic epic fantasy, and it had clear influences on things like A Song of Ice and Fire. The TLDR for this series is that if you like epic fantasy and you want something with classic fantasy roots, this is a must-read series. Tad Williams is a master storyteller, and Austin Ard runs deep with secrets and lore. To tell you a little bit about it, the High King dies, leading to a time of political instability, quickly overshadowed by some much darker forces. Our main character, Simon, is a young, goofy kitchen boy in a castle who is taken in by a scholar and then trained in history and lore. And he finds himself running away and aiding rebels, chasing down swords of ancient prophecy, encountering ancient races, and trying to find a way to stop the Storm King's influences. The characters are well written, and they all face incredible difficulty before the end. Let me tell you a little bit about each book. Book 1 has a very slow start. If it has any issues, pacing is one of them. I think that around page 150 to 160 was when the adventure really kicked off for me. Now, once that happens, the story is fantastic, and the battle scene that occurs toward the end of the book is frightening, as the main characters face not only an army, but something far more ancient as well. Book 2 is solid throughout. There's a ton of character development that happens here from the characters that have met each other in book 1, and it progresses not only multiple storylines, but the plot as well as the interpersonal relationships. It centers around the rebels attempting to regroup at a place called Siswadra, or the Stone of Farewell. And book 3, which I just finished last night, is 2 huge volumes. However, it not only draws all of the various storylines together, it manages to write an ending that gives you plot twists, lore for Austin Ard, and a incredibly satisfying conclusion to this massive arc. Again, Tad Williams is an incredible writer. His prose is great. The characters are phenomenal. If there was one issue that I had with it is, again, the pacing. In book 1, the beginning can be very slow, and in book 3, there was 1 or 2 chapters specifically that I just found were really drawn out. But other than that, I truly loved this, and I think this is probably one of the top 5 series that I've ever read. Maybe top 3, I'm not sure. It's very good, and I highly recommend you go check out Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn by Tad Williams.